Thank you for tuning in to the Patricia Show. My name is Patricia. Let's talk. Please press subscribe and like and share this audio with someone who you may think needs it. I don't know how I want to, or the title I want to phrase this speech for today. I want to talk about people who show the world one face, but then hide their true self. Some people think they are so slick, and no one will ever know what you're truly feeling on the inside. But you're sadly mistaken, because God will reveal your true feelings to someone somewhere. Years ago, I was walking through my home, wasn't paying attention to anything. My cousin can verify this because she was the person that I called immediately and told. The Spirit of God said to me, let me say, I don't know if everybody knows this, but I am clairvoyant and clairaudient. Clairvoyant is someone who can see things that the normal eye can't see, like a spirit or visions, things like that. Clairaudient is someone who can hear things that the ordinary person can't hear. Like I could hear spirits talking, or I could hear your inner thoughts, things like that. Okay, so I was walking through my house, wasn't thinking about my kids, nothing about everyday life. Actually, I had nothing on my mind at all. My mind was just silent. And I think it was a long time ago. I'm not sure what I was doing, but I think I was cleaning up. And this voice came in my head. Your daughter, no, it said, watch your daughter. She is worse than the devil himself. I was so taken back by that message. And I was like, what? What? And it said to me louder, your daughter is worse than the devil himself. And I thought, oh my God. So I called my cousin and I told her that, I had heard. She said, what do you mean? I said, I don't know. She must be doing something, negative towards me or something, that the spirit would say this. So I just sat back. I didn't really watch. I'm not going to lie. I didn't really watch because the spirit told me to watch her. Oh, and it told me to be careful. But I didn't really watch her. You know what I mean? Maybe I did for a week or two. But to be honest with you, I didn't know what to watch, right? It wasn't until years later that I understood what the spirit was saying. I come to find out that she, in fact, had did some type of witchcraft on me, some sort of unnatural things like that. She had did directed to me. And to this day, she always, the person that screams the loudest, every time I don't even have to mention her name. I could just say something about witchcraft. Oh, you think I put something on you? I didn't put nothing on you. But it's always the one that screams the loudest is the one you have to watch. So, and then I found out my grandkids, who was, grown now, she was trying to turn them against me. And then one day I was, we were texting, me and my daughter, and she said to me, okay, she has three children. One of them just died this year, but she had 3 children, 2 boys and a girl. So the 2 older children I was close with. And she said, She called their names. She said, um, you have them now, but you'll never get the youngest one. And she called his name. You'll never get him. I was like, why would you say that? What do you mean I have them? I didn't even understand what the hell she was saying. But that was my verification that she was turning the children against me. What normal person in their normal mind would think that you have their children? You would just think this is their grandmother and they're close to their grandmother. No, that is what she said to me. Then later, they told me I had arthritis, rheumatoid arthritis. And I called her. I was crying because I'm a nurse, so I knew that what all rheumatoid arthritis entailed of. And she said on the phone, "Oh, I didn't mean for that to happen." I'm thinking to myself, what does she mean she didn't mean for that to happen? What was she doing for anything to happen? And then I had sometimes people go and put curses on you and things, and then they say, oh, I was just sending back what that person did to me, or sending back the negative that they sent to me. The person never sent you any negative. Because during that same conversation, or maybe a couple of conversations later, I knew she had did something to my sister. So I confronted her with this. She kept saying no, she didn't do it. And then she finally said, well, I only sent back to her. I have what she sent to me. She says, I have friends who were doing wicked. And I just had them send back the negativity that she sent to me. But my sister wasn't doing anything, because she doesn't even know anything to do when it comes to stuff like that. Then someone who was close to my daughter told me that there was a lady that she goes to where the lady lived, and that she was practicing witchcraft. And then I found out that she would call me 90 times a day, and we would talk all day. But then she was turning around talking about me like a dog behind my back. So now, after years have passed, every time, like I said, I talk to her, the first thing is, you think I'm a bad person. You think I'm an evil person. You hate me. Why do you hate me? I don't know why you hate me. People who react like that are people who are guilty. Why would you think I hate you? Because you think I know secretly what you've been doing to me? But you see, people of light, I talked about this on a couple of audios before this. People of light, we are surrounded, or people who have an anointing by God, we are surrounded with a light. And that light is so powerful. So when anybody does anything to you, it ricochets off and go back to you. So then my my grandson got killed this year, which was her son. I didn't want to, I'm still thinking about her feelings. So I didn't want to talk about any of this with her at that point, because she had lost her child. So I didn't want to talk about this. She had brought up a couple of things, like, for instance, I haven't been happy for 50 years because of your family. How can my family make you happy? I said, my family, yes, because they didn't love me, which is totally not true, but we're not going to get into that. I just want to show you all something. So I said, so then I'm thinking, wow, she's not accountable either. How can somebody else you blame somebody else for your happiness? You're not happy because you don't know how to go inside and be happy. And that's number one. And you're not happy because you're doing all these negative things that are ricocheting back in your life and causing a disaster in your life. So now everything she's done has gone back to her. She was secretly trying to talk against me, against my grandkids, so they wouldn't be close to me. And her daughter forbid her to see her grandkids, who she loves desperately. And they had a disagreement, and my granddaughter wouldn't let her see her kids anymore. So just like she was trying to take my grandkids away, her grandkids have been taken away. And then her daughter did something, and I'm not going to share what that was, but her daughter did something that absolutely devastated her and brought her so much pain. And when she called and told me this, the first thing I heard loudly from the Spirit is that what you give out to people is what you get back. And it doesn't always come back the way you think that it should. So her daughter did something to just absolutely devastate her. So everything she's done to me has been, and it will continue to be done to her, because she shouldn't have sent that type of energy to me, and the light has sent it back to her. Then the spells or curses or whatever she did, they have been lifted off and returned back to her. So when they come back, when you do something, when somebody put a spell or something on you and you remove it and send it back to them, it's gonna hit their life back 3 times harder than what it hit yours. I had warned her secretly once before, stop putting things on people. Because when you put things on people, you never know who's going to send it back to you. Nobody's just going to sit there and let you put things on them and they're not going to do anything. But see, this is that secret face that I just told you about, where people hide it. They think that they're getting away with all this stuff. Don't you know you can never get away from nothing? And what really gets me is that I give readings so I can see into people's lives. Why would you do something to somebody who could see into people's lives? Because clearly on one level you don't believe they can, or you're just crazy. You don't think that they're going to know. I've been known this information that I'm telling you a long time ago, and I have had verification on it. So the reason she's unhappy in her life and so miserable, because everything she sent to me it ricocheted off and went back to her. People don't think that don't be so delusional that you think that you could show the world one face and you have this other face in the back that you're trying to hide. That's how people do when they're jealous. I want to say envious, because envious is a terrible thing. And when people are envious of you, they laugh and talk in your face, and in the back of their hand, they're holding a knife to try to stab you or cause you pain, because they think you don't know that they're envious of you. And so then they do things to try to hurt you, no matter what that is, because they're envious of you. And usually if a person is envious of you, they hate you. On a deeper level, they hate you so much that they don't even want you to be on this planet. Look at that story. Not too long ago, this girl went over to Mexico with her friends. She thought these people were her friends. They went on a trip. She helped pay for the trip. And they take her over there and killed her. Killed her because they were jealous. Because they were envious of her. And they murdered her. But they was hiding their face, so she never even knew we don't know that, but I'm just saying she probably didn't even know how they felt about her. I'm going to end this part 1 because the videos are only 15 minutes and start another one. Thank you so much for tuning in to the Patricia Show. This is part 1.